On Wednesday, July 5th, 2023, debris and rocks from the Aburi Mountain fell on the road across the Pedrasi launch to the Imensa stretch. This blocked movement of vehicle made it impossible for vehicles to move across the road. As you can see on the scene of the incident, we have workers contracted by the Ghana Highways Authority to remove some of the debris from the road. We are going to interact with these workers as well as officials of the Ghana Highway Authority and then the assembly to ascertain the gravity of the situation and the impact it's having on road users as well. And we also speak to the assembly to see how the situation can be mitigated so that in future they don't cause serious accidents.
Yeah, it was my I am paying a casa or no, may one over. I you got a nice to do from Mungo.
And I have four and then two. Now, I'm going to have
and to move situation, we work as a
when money the back I said, no, trying when you're
now, Mumana is going on. Oh, okay. And a blockade finding
a back when
a back when now castle is one. So far,
I am a young lady, I was here, you know, Tafena, younger Yakasaria, yeah, you got them with them.
More bad, I'm not being no
whatever.
And no for Ghana Highway. Part-time.
The friend fee, me drive or jeep right to the Akuapim station. Rocks and the highway mom. And then it is a drew when he made how big traffic na the prayer. Some men are normally to my wire and the Yama and super wire. Oh, and time is soon to Cassiana at the back.
Yeah, Andrew, the driver of Christ, but I said the rocks every she book one also. That's how much I know by my now. That will be a Messiah rock and say,
we are now at the office of the Chief Executive Officer of the Akuapim South Municipal Assembly, Mr. Frank Aidu, to speak to him about what actually happened on Wednesday, July 5th, 2023.
I mean, as we all know, it's all over the news that the Aburi hills are falling onto the road. But on this particular day, what we all witnessed wasn't the stones or the hills falling onto the road. What happened was that there is a road being built at the top of that community. Like when you are climbing, you see that there is a whole community on top of that hill. Now, that road has been awarded on contract and the contractor is working. So he brought up some materials to fill or to put it on the road, and when it rained, it got soaked, and then because of the nature of the land, the runoffs pulled all the materials right from the top of the road and then pushed it onto the main road. And you'll be able to, as it were, verify what I'm saying by looking at the type of rocks that we have on the Aburi Mountain and then also the materials that fell onto the road on the 5th of this month. You realize that there are two different materials. So around 8 o'clock in the morning, we had engineers from highways, including the CEO himself, and then also the chief director. They all came for us to go and inspect. And then when we went up there, we saw clearly that this wasn't the stones or the hill falling onto the road, but this was a matter of materials from the road that is being constructed falling, I mean, through the top of the mountains onto the main road. Yeah.
But we've had reports of similar incidents happening.
In the past, you know, that was why the net, you know, they brought up the net. But then after that, even after the net, we had some few incidents, but not this time around. We have a lot of uncompleted projects dotted around the hills. The reason why it is so is that it's not like the owners don't have money to complete it, but it's because they've been stopped by the assembly. Okay, so we are not allowing anybody to construct or to continue building over there. Even those who have sneaked in the middle of the night and during weekends to build, they don't have permit, and so all those structures are illegal structures, of which if we are able to secure court orders, we would go up there and then pull them down. Yes.
So what you're telling us is that there is no fear of...
At the moment, there is no cause for alarm. Everything is under control. We are making sure that nobody is building on the slopes. We are not allowing anybody. People try to sneak in during weekends and also down. But what we have been doing is that we make sure that we pull it down the moment we see that they have come to add on to whatever they are building. So that has actually discouraged a lot of the developers. I don't think that with all the news going around, they will come back to say that they are coming to continue with their project. So I want the public to be rest assured that the assembly would ensure that all those hills are protected. Now that you are here with the cameras, right after this interview, I would want you to go there and verify these things yourself, so that at least the public would also have that confidence that, I mean, everything is under control around this area. The highway authority sent some men to come and collect all the debris a couple of days back, and we had some retaining wall from that hotel also breaking off, because that is where the whole materials were dropping from, you know. So as I'm speaking with you, when you get to the place, you would see some of the debris, but then you can tell clearly that it is not coming from the mountain.
We've been brought here to the scene where the debris were washed from the top of the mountain to the road. So basically, we've seen the road that was under construction, as the MCE explained, where the debris were washed, and we've seen the channel where the debris passed through the top of the mountain to the ground. So the MCE is rejecting claims that the debris fell from the mountain because of ongoing road construction. So basically, it's the erosion on the road, and also the debris or the materials that were being used to construct the road that was washed down by the rain. Reporting for GhanaWeb, Ishmael Batoma.